Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, go 66. Go Bandit.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Working with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Brady. Goes right side, complete to Gronk.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 7. To throw, it's Brady. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. On second down, here's Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
In on the stop, Kevin Minter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 24, check 24. Whip.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Succop. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Brady to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Throwing on first down is Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Tom Brady, a touchdown pass to O.J. Howard. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Succop for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Brady now on first down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Second and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. On first down, Brady. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Let's see what you got. Mike 51, Mike 52.
Working from the gun, it's Brady.
I'm here all day.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Wait, Eddie. Mike 51. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Fournette once more on 2nd down, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's a give to Fournette. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Again, it's Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Buccaneers have it. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rob Gronkowski taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bucs are going to take the lead. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Extra point try now for Succop. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Fournette running right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and some room to maneuver. And he's got this down to the 35.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The give is to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line and linebacker. 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Let's go.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Wait, that, round 80, round 80. Oh, here we go. Oh, 58, right at the show.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't fourth and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Brady to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Brady again. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
After the turnover, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Murray now to throw. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, an 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Check safety, check safety. Shadow.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
I got wide.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. Come on.
Brady now on 1st down. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They hand this one to Gronk, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Murray. They'll roll him out right. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's brought down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there just before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Flush to his right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Buying time to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Wild Bill. He's crashing. He's checking. Check 31. Check 31. Go, go, go. Run.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 47 yards. And the Titans are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. From the gun, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Brady. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Brady now to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Brady. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete, and that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Tannehill. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. Now Tannehill. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A first down carry for Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Here we go. Ready? Game situation. Let's go. Hey, alert 3.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Let's go. Wait,
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I got you. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. And we got to get
Throwing now is Brady. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line.
29 is the Mike.
Now Brady. Going for it all. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get us. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. First down and much more for Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen.
Showtime,
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Murphy. Murphy.
Huh.
I need you for a second.
Okay.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bradley Pinion has it teed up, and here we go with two of the most exciting offenses around as the Bucs visit Baltimore. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. It's Jackson.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Now, first down run there for Fournette, but it won't accomplish much as he'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
And Jackson throwing once more. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. Jackson. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. From the 10, 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Brady. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it here. Going deep this time for Miller. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Throwing on first down is Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Go ahead.
Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And this will be caught by Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, check Mike 40 for Port. Drop deep. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Here we go. 45. 45, Mike, 45.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. Brady now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Oh, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
switch. All right, here we go.
Brady going to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of...
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Joker. 45 shot.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Hey, Ozzy.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Kill. 45. Mike, 45.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Check 45's the mic. Check the mic.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they don't even need to run a 2nd down play. Give them the 1st.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got them on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check. 45's the mic. Cut. What's the hey, report.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Again, it'll be Edwards. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now a handoff. Edwards. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover. And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon. And not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
This is taken at about the 14.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13.
45.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Watch the slant. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
Oh, we got plenty of fight,
Dobbins
baby.
hit, and he fumbles. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
SOS. He's coming. We got double up.
Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play.